What's up, everybody? So, today, I told you at the end of my last video last week, check out the video if you already have not, though, because you might not know about this video if you haven't been following up on my channel. My Cobra Kai Season 4 predictions, obviously, they're the first draft. There'll be many of them. But today is my Cobra Kai Season 4 boldest prediction. Wait for it. Tory Nichols is Mike Barnes' daughter. Oh, did I say that right? Yeah, I did. All right. Before I get into it, that's my boldest prediction. Please subscribe down below, and most importantly, leave a comment. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Share this video if you can. But about leaving a comment, just please do that. I see y'all subscribing, but leave a comment. I don't see much commenting, so please leave a comment down below. Anything, just please, anything. Anyway, let's get into it. So, this is my boldest prediction, honestly, for Cobra Kai Season 4. I really think so. I really think Tory's Mike Barnes' daughter, because they just compared... It's snowing outside here right now. They just compared the story together. I think it was a major hint that day in Season 3, Episode 7, when Daniel took Sam out for, a kind of father-daughter bond day, just to cheer Sam up. She was obviously going through a lot, and Daniel was finally able to see that. She said she didn't want to continue karate. But Sam's obviously was a very moody and angry, character in this season. She became that way, and, obviously at the start of that episode, she had her nightmare about Tory back in the dojo in the garden. But anyway, and Daniel took Sam out, and Daniel, was able to compare a life story of his in a time period, which was in 85, with all the drama that was going on with Mike Barnes and Terry Silver in the third film. And he was able to take that and explain, compare their, his story, his emotions right now to what Sam was going through. And they obviously showed some footage of Mike Barnes, in the 85 tournament, beating Daniel, getting on the floor and screaming, "Get up my line, bro!" That was one of the most cruelest parts of all the Karate Kid movies. But I love that. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've seen the third film, that is insane. That showed how cruel Mike Barnes really was. I love that guy. That was my favorite villain of the third 30 movies, in case y'all don't know that. But anyway, and they just compared the stories, and obviously, before I get into the rest of the thing, I just want to say this is an interesting point to make here. There was, on both sides, obviously, Sam was more terrified of Tory, and, that was affecting her life a lot more than it was Daniel, when it comes to who they're scared of. Now, obviously, Terry Silver, was a huge, problem, factor that, Sam didn't have that problem really with in the third season. But when it comes to, who has a better chance at fighting somebody and winning, Sam definitely had a better chance of beating Tory than Daniel did Mike. Mike was just such a good fighter. But I really think they're going to compare the stories. And here's how it's going to make a good plot. I think if Terry Silver, my prediction is, if you watch the video, you'll be able to see where I talk about this in one of my predictions. I think that the Cobra Kai in the first season, Episode 1, are going to lose the tournament with Terry Silver and John Kreese. And John Kreese, they're not going to take, the Cobra Kai dojo away as long as this show's going. Ever. Never. John Kreese said, "I'll go." Not Cobra Kai, "I'll go." So it sounds like he had this thing planned out where he's going to, if he loses, because, you obviously know he is word. I mean, he's calling up Terry Silver to come back for a variety of reasons, because he needs help, maybe to continue Cobra Kai, even if he's not running it, it still means so much to him, and, to stir the pot, with Daniel and everything like that. But anyway, and I really think, that Terry Silver, after Cobra Kai loses this year's tournament, just like in the same fashion in the third movie, like I said, I think Robbie, is going to possibly be fighting Hawk or Miguel, definitely one of the two. Honestly, I think it's going to be Hawk, because that, Kreese is going to have something against Hawk for, abandoning him, just like the whole thing with Daniel in the third film. So, and Robbie, obviously will lose. Cobra Kai will lose. And I think Terry Silver will take Cobra Kai Dojo from there and then invite Mike Barnes in the meantime somewhere in the season. And since Mike Barnes is going to have a lot against LaRusso for, basically, embarrassing him completely in front of that whole arena, Mike Barnes is going to have a ton of stuff against Daniel, and it could possibly be that he'll find out about Sam and Tory's rivalry, and since he, knows that this will infuriate Daniel, he might be like, and want to stir the pot with stuff since he has so much stuff against Daniel now, obviously. He cost him a fortune of money as well, and that was the main reason he wanted him to fight in the first place, because, Mike Barnes, he was used to, he won tournaments all over the country, but anyway, he could be saying, Tory, I need you to fight Sam again, because Tory's never going to be a good girl, ever. They're going to keep her rivals with Sam, and I see no reason, no doubt in my mind that they're not going to have another war, away from the tournament like they have done in the last 2 seasons. No doubt about it. No doubt. So I think they're going to have another war, and it could be instigated a lot by Barnes because he'll have stuff against Daniel and want to make him, infuriate him. And, that would probably make Daniel even more mad because, Daniel's just like Mr. Miyagi. He doesn't fight unless he has to. So that would make maybe possibly Daniel even more mad than why he fought John Kreese, because he would be directly going after his daughter in particular, like directly, not just sending them to his house, to hurt a bunch of kids. He would be going after his daughter only, and that would really infuriate Daniel. And like I said, I do believe there's going to be another big brawl at the end of season 4, not a tournament other than, the first episode. They're not going to do 2 tournaments in the season, I really don't believe. There's going to be another adult fight at the end of season 4 between Terry Silver, Mike Barnes, and Daniel and Johnny fighting. And, I really think this is true, though. I really think that would make a good plot, and I think that would feel a fight between Daniel, to fight Mike Barnes if, he literally sent his daughter to hurt, Daniel, his own daughter, Sam's, to hurt Sam, Daniel's daughter, and that would really obviously infuriate him and give him a reason to fight. Now, the reason Johnny would probably be fighting is just because, Cobra Kai would probably still be messing with Miyagi-Do, and since him and Daniel are working together, he's going to want to, I'd say, help out, now sort of thing. But yeah, it's just going to be so interesting this is true. I'm hoping and praying that it is, really hoping for that. It'd be just such a good plot, and I honestly think they're going to happen. They directly, compare their stories. Daniel had the same thing going on in his life as Sam did, and, tormented by, one or the other, obviously. And yeah, I think this is going to be a really good plot if it does happen. And obviously, we don't know who, Tory's father is. Obviously, she doesn't live with her father. We have no backstory on that. Obviously, we know her mom is sick, and, she's kind of having to step up to the plate in her household and, work and pay all the bills, take care of her little brother. We have no information on her dad. So it's either that her dad's dead or, that he's not involved with the life. And that would also make perfect sense, just because of the kind of man that Mike Barnes is. He wouldn't be part of his kid's life or, help his wife out or anything, even when she's sick. But he might be doing that, and if he invites himself to Cobra Kai, I think that he will probably be in town, if this theory is true, obviously, maybe, helping his own family finally for once because, their mom is sick. I don't know, but I honestly think Mike Barnes will come to Cobra Kai Dojo mainly to get back at Daniel. That's the main reason. Maybe this time around we'll see Terry Silver give him a good chunk of cash if he, even if he is poor or what. We don't know if he's poor. We know he's not rich because, his family wouldn't be broke in case he didn't, give a crap about him. But no doubt in my mind, Terry Silver is not. Terry Silver, no way, is related to Tory in all. If he was her grandfather or something, she would not be broke. It's different on the, divorced daddy thing, and that kind of thing. But leave a comment down below if you believe in, please. Like I said at the beginning of the video, please leave a comment. I see y'all subscribing. Leave more comments. Love to compare my predictions to yours. Leave a comment down below if you think this theory is true. Leave your boldest prediction if you have one already made up down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. And always, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share this video if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content. And check out my other videos, including my last video before this one, my Cobra Kai Season 4 predictions, where I list just 10 separate ones out, which is, maybe just as exciting as this. I don't know. This is a pretty bold prediction. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next one. So thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.